So, so sorry, people. I've been having some challenges with the connectivity. Just give me a moment, and I think we should be ready to go.
Yogi, how are you?
Awesome, sir. Celebrating life, enjoying the work.
Tell me what's up new?
Most of the cities have opening today, na? So the old contracts which were freeze now are starting back.
What is the prediction like till May 17? What is the position going to be?
Most of the red cities will continue under partial lockdown only till the curve does not come down. This situation will go till, it is predicted it will go till July end.
Last 3 days, I mean, at least 2,500 each day getting added up.
That's right.
Good morning, Arjun sir.
Good morning. Very good morning to you.
How are you?
Good morning to everybody. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Today's topic of interest to you?
Yeah. Every day's topic is of interest to me.
Sales expert को सब topics interest होता है.
Vijay Shah ji has also joined us.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir. Are we good to go?
Just less than a minute more.
Okay, no problem. लोकेश जी कल की मीटिंग में क्या रहा आपका?
सर हमारी मीटिंग में
हाँ जी,
हम लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर के साथ साथ बहुत सारे नए एंटरप्रेन्योर जो हैं उनको खड़ा कर रहे हैं. अमेजोन पे ग्लोबली कैसे आप परचेज करोगे, सेल करोगे, क्या साइंस है उसके पीछे, that was discussed yesterday. Today we are talking about big industries, how you can capture the US market as a manufacturing sector, competing with all the global economies. वो जो बड़ी मार्केट है जहाँ सब लोग कह रहे हैं कि शिफ्ट आ रहा है इंडिया की तरफ, उस शिफ्ट को आप कैसे कन्वर्ट करोगे इनटू बिजनेस, we'll talk about it today. And time is also changed from 7 to 8:30 because now we are looking at 90 minutes of engagement. People don't leave the platform, so 8 o'clock becomes too late actually. We need to 7 to 8:30 now.
Okay, great. So good morning and welcome everybody. I'm really very sorry for the goof up which has happened. All right, so we're running around 13 minutes late, and so I'll try and make it faster. Okay, so first thing, you would have seen that today I'm not talking about e-growth, I'm talking about CEO talks. All right, so CEO talks is something which got created during the lockdown, so it got unlocked during the lockdown. Sanjeev ji, I've just made you the co-host, so anybody who comes into the waiting room, please admit them in.
Please. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah. So we started on the 25th of March, and we have been having talks every day, and average participation has been around 40 people on Zoom and 250 plus on Facebook Live whenever we've gone live, and 60 plus on YouTube, because these recordings they go uploaded on YouTube. All right. The highlights of these meetings are: on Saturdays we have Industry Connect. This means that we have some panel discussions from various sectors of the industry. So we've had a couple of associations and chambers who participated in this discussion in the past. We've also had a discussion for women entrepreneurs, and also on some interesting topics like digital marketing. All right. Sundays is something what we keep lazy. We organize the Chopal on Sundays, and this is where we have discussions without any specific agenda. And these are really, really warm conversations. People who have participated in these conversations, it won't be wrong to say that they will have lifelong relationships in themselves. All right. And then the various topics. So you can see how many CEO talks we've had so far. So we've had talks on branding, sales, marketing. There have been a number of business coaches who've come and spoken here. We've had conversations on industrial engineering, business automation, business opportunities, information technologies, CE and compliances have also been spoken about. Legal experts have also been here. Investment experts have also been here. And I already spoke to you about the Industry Connect and Chapal. All right. Now, CEO Talks is an opportunity for you to come up front and give a talk. If you opt for giving one talk, you pay only 5,000 rupees. For two talks, it is 4,000 rupees each. Three talks is 3,000 rupees each. And thereafter, you continue paying 3,000 for as many talks as you want. All right. Now, these prices are valid only for the month of May. June, it'll be a different ball game altogether. So I'm not very sure what is it. And just for your information, in case you're not aware, participation to these talks also has a price, and that is 200 rupees. Okay. And it is pay when able. See, if you pay only then we are able to take such an initiative to the next level. So here's a humble request to all of you. Please keep on paying for participating. And it is also pay as much as you want. Okay. If you think 200 is too much, you can't afford it. We understand it is lockdown. Please pay. That is what will keep us going. All right. Next, let me share something about the people behind this. CEO Talks are brought to you by eGrowth, the leverage platform. We are the world's first BAD ecosystem. BAD stands for Business Advisory and Business Development. Our mission is to empower and enable businesses. This is how we've grown over the years. We started way back in 2014. By 2019, we were around 25,000 strong. Right now, we have a community of around 28,000 business owners. These are some of the images of the events between 2014 and 2017. 2017, we went on a road trip to Punjab. 2017, we also went on a road trip to West India. We also we participated with Startup India in Startup India Yatra across Uttar Pradesh. This was in 2018. Between 2019 and 20, we have been doing a lot of stuff for promoting entrepreneurship. So the images, what you see here are from varied places. So Shimla, Udaipur, Jamshedpur, Kanpur, Delhi, and then there is some press coverage also, which you can see over here. Next question is, how is it that you can associate with eGrowth? The first piece is you can go and create your profile on our portal. There is a lot of information available here. Right now, there are more than 18,000 business owners who created their profile. Okay, you can create your profile. You can post a blog. You can post blogs and articles. You can post events. You can even list your requirements and offers. All right. And then we are also present on social media. So Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, as well as on WhatsApp. Our social media handle is eGrowth.org, and you can participate in all these platforms. And I strongly urge that you join our YouTube group, YouTube channel. All our videos, they get uploaded there. Even this particular talk that we are having today, it'll go live on YouTube towards the afternoon. As of now, we've got around 250 videos on YouTube. Okay. So there is, we engage very actively with all business owners. So we organize workshops and trainings. We organize eGrowth mixers. These are networking meetups which are hosted by eGrowth members. We also organize something called as the eGrowth Town Hall. This happens on every Thursday at 3 p.m. This is the closed meeting only for eGrowth members, where we welcome the new members. We also celebrate the success of our members, and we also share what is new at eGrowth. On Fridays, we have a meeting called Introduction to eGrowth. This happens on Zoom. So you are most welcome to join this meeting to have a greater insight into what is available for you and how is it that you can leverage eGrowth for your business. CEO Talks, they happen every morning at 9:30. And eGrowth Inner Circle is the next level of engagement that we have. Sanjeev ji, can I please request you to speak about it?
Yeah, sure. Good morning, everyone, again. We have the inner circle meetings twice a month, and the method is distributed consulting, and it's a peer-to-peer conversation between all the businesses. The medium at present is online. We used to have offline as well, and we started with the Gurugram. Now we are planning to have it all India basis. In this, kindly mute yourself. In this, we have the highlight of this inner circle meeting is the create session. In the create session, we are talking about the challenges of one's business, the resolution of those challenges by the audience, which are there in the empathy towards the business, analysis of the business, what is right, what is wrong for that, and give solutions for that, how to build trust in the business, and then empower and enable the businesses. Not only about the create session, we have the industry connects. We have connects with MSME. Atul is member of TAI and FSAI and quite a few other groups. All these things add advantage to our this thing. Over to you, Atul.
Thank you. And Sanjeev ji is the president of the Inner Circle. He is nurturing this initiative. We started off with the Inner Circle only for Gurgaon, and right now we've expanded it pan-India, and it is going global. Next is, you have the choice to subscribe to eGrowth. The lowest subscription is registration, wherein you get a verified profile. You get read-write access to the portal, and you can participate in eGrowth mixers, wherein you pay as you go. So every time you participate in a mixer, you pay for it. Next level of engagement is the subscription is the annual or the enterprise subscription. Herein, the first level, first degree of contacts, they open up to you. You are able to have a business portrait, which is a profile of your business. And in case of eGrowth mixers, you have the privilege to host such mixers. And you also have free access to eGrowth mixers across India. The next level of subscription is the Inner Circle, wherein you get to participate in the Inner Circle meetings. As Sanjeev ji just said, we have 2 of these every month. So that means 24 such meetings in a year. The next thing that you get is you also have access to the second level contacts. So what that means is the contacts of the Inner Circle members also open up to you. And you also have Industry Connect, wherein we keep on working with various associations and chambers and bring those valuable contacts to you. All right. And when you subscribe to eGrowth, there are quite a few offers. Those are available to you. The first one is free web hosting. So this is available. It's free web hosting for 24 months. You can host 3 domains, get 15 email boxes, 1.5 GB of SSD. And this is available only for 5 members in May. This is sponsored by a company called NX Incorporated. Other than this, there is a offer for a free digital business card from a platform called AvoConnect. So just go to bit.ly/AvoConnect and you will be able to create your own digital free business digital card. Favors is a company which is into sanitization and deep cleaning of your houses and your business premises. They are offering 10% discount on this, and this is available to all eGrowth subscribers. There is cashback on the purchase of iPhone, which is available to you. This is brought to you by RS232, which is Sanjeev ji's company. All right. This was all about the CEO talks. All right. You may want to make note of these numbers: 9810162028. This is Sanjeev ji's number. You can call him up. He'll be glad to support you for your membership or any other query that you would have about eGrowth. The second number is 8920926565. This is the number of Ronika Bhatia. She's our community manager. She'll be glad to support you with how you create your profile on the portal, any other challenges that you face on the portal, or any other different inquiries that you would have. You can always speak to her. You can send her a WhatsApp message as well. And in case you want to reach out to me, you can send me a mail, atul@egrowth.org. I generally try and return the respond to the messages within 24 hours. All right. So we can see that we are 19 people here right now. So let me open with a question. The topic for today is ABC of profitability. So what is it that comes to your mind when we talk about profitability? Let us have some answers. So you can unmute yourself and give me an answer. So you don't understand anything about profitability. Wow, that's a great space to start. Okay. So
from my point of view,
fantastic. हाँ जी बताएं.
from my point of view, profitability has a very simple formula that your investment in terms of time, effort, and money is lower than the return that you get on your business in short term and in long term.
Fantastic. So that may be related to profit.
Yeah.
Profitability is slightly larger than that. But thank you. Thanks for attempting. So it is always, सबसे ज्यादा पेट में वो क्या कहते हैं butterflies कब होती हैं? When you have to go for a performance and you are being pushed for it. Okay? वो मेरी हालत तो वो है ही है. I am sure आप लोगों की भी होगी. सब लोग जाना चाह रहे हैं लेकिन क्रॉस नहीं करना चाह रहे. Okay? अभी हम नॉर्मल गप मारेंगे तो बात करते रह सकते हैं. लेकिन प्रश्न आया तो ना. No worries. Anybody else who wants to take this opportunity?
Yeah, Atul ji, I'm Satyan Gupta. I'm attending first time.
All right, welcome. So let's have a round of applause for Mr. Gupta. हाँ जी सत्या जी बताएं.
Thank you. I'm running a startup called Blue Town, connecting the unconnected. According to me, profitability means basically the bottom line, of course. Or mean my earning should be more than my cost, and it should be sustainable.
Fantastic.
So that is what I mean by profitability.
Great. So Satya ji, which city are you from?
I'm from Delhi, sir.
All right, great. Thank you. Yeah. So what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Let us see more about it as we go further. So मेरा एक और प्रश्न है. Profitability का किस चीज से लेना देना है?
Service.
हाँ जी.
Everybody.
Everybody is fine. किस से लेना नहीं कह रहा मैं, किस चीज से लेना दे रहा है? बंदों से तो है ही है.
Incomes and expenses.
Right, incomes and expenses, right? पैसे से लेना देना है. और पैसे के साथ कौन डील करते हैं? गर्व से कहो.
Everybody deals, Atul. Being a business owner, all the business owners are dealing with money day in and day out.
Fantastic. सबसे ज्यादा पता है कौन डील करता है और सबसे ज्यादा मजा किसको आता है? चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट को. किसी और का पैसा होता है और उसकी वो रेल बना देता है.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, correct.
So
Atul, you had asked what is profitability.
Yeah.
So it is my wild guess.
अब वो टॉपिक चला गया. Now we're already on the next station. भांडुप पे आकर हम ठाणे की बात नहीं करेंगे. All right. Sorry. We'll have to move on. Okay. We're already late. So as I said, CA. So do we have some CAs on the call today? Do we have some chartered accountants on the call today?
I'm there, GS Ahuja.
Fantastic. Ahuja जी. और आई थिंक मनीष जी भी हैं यहाँ पर. तो आप दोनों से ये प्रश्न है व्हाट इज प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, और मैंने लिखा है अ सीए's एक्सप्लेनेशन. तो मैं तो सीए नहीं हूँ, मैंने तो अंग्रेजी लिखी है यहाँ पर. तो आप जरा थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे व्हाट इज प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी?
Profitability is, I mean, it's a generic term which will include everything: the efficiency of your business, the cash flows, the cost of doing business. I mean, आपकी pricing ठीक है कि नहीं है? What is the credit period you offer? What is the credit period you are offered? सबका निचोड़ है profitability.
फैंटास्टिक. निचोड़ है, सार है. मनीष आप हैं कॉल पर?
हाँ जी, मैं कॉल पर हूँ, बताइए।
हाँ जी बताएं। तो आहूजा जी ने एक पर्सपेक्टिव दिया प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी का, आपका भी एक पर्सपेक्टिव बताइए।
आहूजा जी ने बिल्कुल सही बोला कि प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द ऑल एस्पेक्ट, जो आपने एफर्ट लगाया है, जो आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट है, जो आपका सेल चल रहा है, आपका व्हाट इज द मार्जिन आपने सेट कर रखा है, दैट इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर बिजनेस।
परफेक्ट, ठीक है। तो अभी किन्हीं साहब ने कहा था कि
Can I add one thing here,
हाँ जी,
Rajesh?
प्लीज डू सर।
See, often profit, what we see on paper, the net profit as percentage of sales.
Right.
Often, even money which is supposed to be accrued to you is shown as profit.
Right.
And a lot of industries, I know, I've been in industry for a long time. Often payments don't come in time. I therefore believe what is in hand, which has come without delay, that is the real profit. Otherwise, you're losing it.
A bird in hand is better than two in the bush.
Absolutely. Otherwise, on paper, there are a lot of companies which are profitable, but in reality, they don't have cash flow.
Amazing. Amazing. Anybody else? And by the way, in case you thought this session is mine, this is not. This is your session.
हेलो,
आप अगर हाँ जी, या
मेरा ये कहना है कि समझो काफी सारे बिजनेस में एंटरप्रेन्योर के खुद के पैसे लगे हुए रहते हैं,
राइट,
तो उसकी नोशनल कॉस्ट भी गिननी चाहिए एज एक्सपेंस।
एब्सोल्युटली,
एंटरप्रेन्योर खुद काम करता है, उसकी
एब्सोल्युटली
भी नोशनल कॉस्ट होती है। समझो विजय शाह अतुलपुरी कुछ बिजनेस चला रहा है, बराबर,
हाँ जी,
एज ए ईयर एंड में जो प्रॉफिट हुआ उसमें से अतुलपुरी यदि काम करता था और कोई जगह में, तो कितना कमा सकता था वो भी माइनस करना चाहिए ना।
एब्सोल्युटली, बहुत पते की बात है।
मेरी घर की जगह है, उसका भाड़ा भी गिनना चाहिए, मेरी वाइफ है, मेरे बच्चे हैं, वो भी सब मुझे हेल्प कर रहे हैं ना।
राइट,
so there is a cost to each and everything. After deducting the cost only we can arrive to the true profit. Yes, thank you.
फैंटास्टिक। और मजेदारी की बात ये है कि जी इफ वी स्टार्ट इंक्लूडिंग ऑल दीज कॉस्ट्स, most of us who are there on the call right now, we will be in red.
Exactly.
Our businesses will go belly up. All right. So somebody just spoke about profitability as being the bottom line. Right. Now my next question is, what is the top line?
Sales.
Amazing. Sales क्यों top line होता है?
The revenue that you've got.
Right, revenue, sales are like they are synonyms for each other. Why is that called as the top line?
Bread and butter.
Okay, bread and butter. What else?
Because it is on top of the balance sheet.
Amazing, गुप्ता जी सही बोले हैं। देखा, पैसा जो डील करता है उसको पता होता है। All right. So whenever we start putting the money together, what comes at the top is the income. जो हमारे पास आया है, that is the top line. We may call it sales, we may call it revenue, we may call it by any other name. Okay, that is the top line. अब टॉप लाइन में से धीरे धीरे करके जैसे प्याज के छिलके उतरने शुरू होते हैं ना, आखिर में क्या बचता है, वो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी है। प्याज को इमेजिन करो, आखिर में उतना ही प्रॉफिट होता है। Right? So let me share what I have put through. Okay.
Somebody, can you
mute पर जाओ please.
विजय भाई आपका शेयर है।
हाँ जी, great, thank you. All right. So this is what I have put here. Okay. Gross profit is sales minus purchase and minus direct costs. All right. So यहाँ पर मैंने एक example लिया है. Sales is 50,000 rupees and the gross profit is 19,500. How does that come? Is purchase was 30,000 rupees and direct costs were means packing cost हो गया, postal, telegram, courier, वो सब cost हो गया, direct cost है with the sale, वो निकाल दिया. So we are left with 19,500. So the gross profit is 19,500 and as a percentage it is 39%. Right. Second piece, EBITDA. आहूजा जी या जो मनीष जी जरा बताएंगे ये एबिटा क्या होता है?
सर ये मैं बता देता हूँ. एबिटा इज अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट, टैक्स, डिप्रिसिएशन,
अमेजिंग
एंड एमोर्टाइजेशन.
फैंटास्टिक. एमोर्टाइजेशन क्या होता है? टैक्स तो समझ में आता है, वो हमें हमारे आसपास हमेशा रहता है. दूसरा क्या, डेप्रिसिएशन की भी अंग्रेजी समझ में आती है.
हाँ जी सर.
और एमोर्टाइजेशन क्या होता है?
एमोर्टाइजेशन इट इज जस्ट लाइक द डिप्रिसिएशन. जैसे कि वी मेक द सम हैवी रेवेन्यू, लाइक हमने कोई एडवर्टाइजमेंट पर बहुत ज्यादा हैवी रेवेन्यू अकर्ड किया हुआ है, या ऐसा जगह जहां पर हमने एक्सपेंस तो कर दिया है लेकिन अब उसका कोई रेवेन्यू नहीं आना है, देन वी हैव टू एमोर्टाइज. जैसे कि आप देखते हो कि पीएनजी, कॉलगेट या मैगी अमिताभ बच्चन या शाहरुख खान को लेता है तो दे हैव पेड द 50 करोड़ 40 करोड़. तो एक ऐड बनाने में उनको काफी हैवी अमाउंट लगता है. तो और वो जो ऐड का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है 2 years 3 years, तो व्हाट दे डू कि वो जो टोटल कॉस्ट है एडवर्टाइजमेंट का 2-3 सालों में एमोर्टाइज करते हैं ताकि एक ही साल पर उसका पीएल अकाउंट पर ज्यादा इंपैक्ट ना आए. दैट इज कॉल्ड द एमोर्टाइजेशन सर.
फैंटास्टिक, थैंक यू. ऑलराइट. अच्छा, मेरी आप सब लोगों से एक ब्लैंकेट रिक्वेस्ट है, क्या हम ये कॉल 11 बजे तक एक्सटेंड कर सकते हैं? मेरा स्लाइड्स बहुत कम है लेकिन टॉपिक मजेदार है.
Yes, please. That will be great.
Thank you. Yeah. So first we looked at, हमने परचेज कॉस्ट निकाल दिया, हमने डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट भी निकाल दिया. उसके बाद में सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट, डेप्रिसिएशन और एमोर्टाइजेशन आइटम्स छोड़कर बाकी सब हमने निकाल दिया उसमें से. सो दैट मीन्स रेंट, सैलरी एंड जनरल एक्सपेंसेस. So rent is something which we pay every month. Salary is what the business pays every month. And then there are general expenses. आपके ऑफिस में स्टेशनरी आती है, आपके ऑफिस में मेरे जैसा आदमी जब आपके यहाँ गेस्ट आता है तो आप उसको चाय पिलाते हो, उसका भी तो कॉस्ट होता है ना, right? So all these things, when you remove them, what you are left with is EBITDA. Okay, so now if you look at EBITDA over here, EBITDA is only 14,000 rupees. Okay, so 50,000 minus 30,000 minus 500 minus 1,000 minus 3,000 and minus 1,500, that comes to, no, not minus, not the depreciation, sorry, that is 14,000. All right. And EBITDA we are not generally looking at as a percentage. Maybe we can, I don't know, CA ko zyada pata hoga. Next we come to operating profit, which is sales minus direct expenses as well as indirect expenses. So direct expenses हमारे हो गए, जो हमने माल खरीदा वो कितने का खरीदा, उसको पैकिंग और शिप करने में कितना पैसा लगा, all that was direct. Indirect, as I said, other admin expenses and everything else which you incur in your business, all that is the indirect expense, because your business is paying for everything in your business, right? So whether it is a plush office, whether it is the air conditioner in your office, the electricity supply, everything. All right. So the operating profit, if you can see, that comes to 13,500. So what we did was, out of EBITDA, we also reduced the depreciation piece. Depreciation क्या होता है कि जी, if we have bought a car, now car has a standard life of, say, if we consider that as 3 years. और अगर हमारी गाड़ी की लाइफ हम 3 साल की कंसिडर करते हैं, तो it gets depreciated on a straight line method. We can reduce the same amount every year, or there can be different formulas on which we can agree to depreciation. है ना मनीष जी? Unmute. Bhai, so one request, please all of you go on mute, other than the one who's speaking, because that is disturbing for us. Hanji. Yeah, Manish ji, you were saying something. Unmute. Yeah.
हाँ, नहीं, मैं कह रहा था, सही बोल रहे हो सर, कुछ नहीं.
सही जा रहे ना?
See, I just have a question. I think depreciation, we just can't divide it by the number of years. Depreciation is also standard rates by which the government fixes the standard rate. Like for computer. So it is basically, if you are buying a car, maybe it's 15% of depreciation. Your car value, so you write it off as 15%. then you go to the written down value. Or the second one is, if suppose it's computers, it might be a different percentage of 40% or something. Mr. Manish will be able to throw light. But depreciation is not that what we want to charge by just reducing with the number of years. It is a percentage that's given by the government for which are the matters under which falls under which rate of depreciation. Am I right, Mr. Manish?
Yes, sir. You are right, sir. You are right.
Perfect. And when I'm talking about depreciation, I'm talking more from the concept. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are not getting into it that what thing gets depreciated at what rate. I also said that we can use a straight line method, or we can go by the legalities or the compliance issues. Okay. Next, we come to a term called net profit, which is sales minus expenses, minus interest, minus taxes. After that, what is left, that is actually the net profit. So if we see here, the profit is shown as 9,310 rupees, and it is, and profitability is the percentage terms with respect to our top line, with respect to the income. So that is shown as 18.62% here. But my request, my question to all of you is, आप सब लोग खुदा को हाजिर नाजिर जानकर ये बताएं कि आपके बिजनेस में आपकी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कितनी होती है. Give me some answers.
Yeah, I'm just sort of breaking even. Actually, almost आप इसको zero मान सकते हैं.
Zero मान सकते हैं. Thanks for being honest, Gupta ji. हाँ जी, अर्जुन जी.
Yeah, for this year it will be what profitable? It will be negative to the tune of, and that too, I think, you know, when we are like what you said, so relevant. When we are talking about profitability in papers, is quite different, but actually the efforts that go in, if somebody calculates that, we are all in red. At least I am in red.
Amazing. So that was the purpose of this slide. This was actually to wake up to the reality. विजय भाई प्लीज म्यूट पर जाओ.
अरे कुछ बताना है भैया.
हाँ जी बोलो.
मुझे बताना है कि आपने जो ये लॉकडाउन में ट्रेजर पूरा अनलॉक कर दिया.
हाँ जी.
इसमें जो इन्वेस्टमेंट किया इन विजडम में, रिसर्च में, बराबर ना.
राइट.
तो वैसे पहले लगता था कि पेंडोरस का बॉक्स है, लेकिन उसमें से तो काफी सारा जवाहरात निकल पड़ा.
थैंक यू.
इनवैल्यूएबल निकला. तो ये इसकी भी बड़ी प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी है ना. इसका क्या है कि यू आर पुटिंग सोइंग द मैंगो ट्रीज सीड टुडे व्हिच विल जर्मिनेट इनटू द बिग ट्रीज. एक छोटी सी बात होती है. किसी को पूछा गया कि एक सेब के अंदर कितने बीज रहते हैं, दूसरा पूछा गया कि एक बीज के अंदर कितने सेब रहते हैं. तो अभी हम लोग प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी की जब भी बात करते हैं तो वी हैव टू कंसीडर व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द फ्यूचर आल्सो. व्हेन वी डू
एब्सोल्युटली
वी आर अनलॉकिंग द फ्यूचर, and that's the great profitability which can't be measured at all, and it is called the value of the IPR. No bolte na, intellectual property rights, and the goodwill, reputation, capitalized. This needs to be capitalized also for the future. One day venture capital company will say Mr. Atul Puri, we want to invest $1 million or $1 billion in your company, right? Are you willing for handshake? And that's the value of the investment and IPR. Thank you.
Fantastic. So very very valid point. और इस सब के बीच में he used one term called capitalize. एक सेब के अंदर कितने बीज रहते हैं वो गिने जा सकते हैं. And how many apples are there inside inside a seed? Those can never be counted. But that will happen only if the seed is planted, only if it is nurtured, only if it grows into a tree, only if X, Y, Z. All right. So this only if is a huge thing. Whereas when we're talking about profitability, we are talking about profitability of what is in the hand. So as somebody was saying, and we said, a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. Yes, we have IPR and we must keep on building on the IPR. But we must look at, if I sustain today, in the when we fly, they say that you must put your belt on. Sorry, you must put your mask first. Only after that you should go and help somebody else with his or her mask, even if they are your own children. आप हो तो जहान है. Profitability is about your sustenance. Profitability is whether you are going to be there next month or not. Right? So I wanted to warm up all of you to this idea or this perspective that the businesses that we are in, are we having these businesses for profit or are we having businesses? And I would like to confess, I, the presenter, I'm having a business. Profitability abhi sochni hai. That is why I'm able to share with you with so much of passion. Because I know there is no profitability in my business. Let's go beyond this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, अतुल जी एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है इसी स्लाइड पे, वो
बताइए
है
सर.
एक और जार्गन आता है दैट इज कॉल्ड EBIT, EBIT. वो मेरे हिसाब से ग्रोस प्रॉफिट है, जस्ट फॉर क्लैरिफिकेशन.
Fair enough. See, again, if we go into the CA terminology, accounting terminology, there will be many more things.
Yes.
Bottom line is, वो जो उसको so very often there is a term called मुझे पड़ता नहीं खाता. Right? That means if I put the left and right together, it does not make sense for me. Means my overall costs are more than what I'm going to get out of it, or they're marginally less than what is their right. तो हम उसको EBITDA बोल रहे हैं, EBIT बोल रहे हैं, operating profit बोल रहे हैं, कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं. Bottom line is what I'm getting has to be more than what I'm giving. If I'm in business, otherwise I can be in charity. There is an exception to it. The exception is a Facebook, a Google. How many of you have subscribed to Facebook? कोई तो बोलो मैंने सब्सक्राइब किया फेसबुक को.
Not me. I am not done.
Nobody has done. So Facebook gives you so much of information, gives you so many tools, and does not charge you for it. Who pays for it? Either the advertiser pays for it or the investor pays for it. So the IT or the IT enabled businesses are the only businesses where you have negative profitability, and not for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. It can be for donkey's years together. All right. So those are weird. Those are crazy businesses. Okay. Let's move further. So profitability, the dictionary meaning to it is the degree to which a business or activity yields profit or financial gain is profitability. Profitability is the state of yielding profit or financial gain. Profitability, or rather profit, it comes if you have systems in place in your business, if you have efficiency in place in your business. Can we have some more remarks on this?
I agree.
Fantastic.
Atul, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That is why these businesses are called disruptive businesses. And I feel eGrowth or FBA, whatever, we're in a very disruptive field of not looking at profits and creating a very big platform for others to benefit.
Definitely. So one of the most disruptive businesses is childbirth. The child lives off his or her mother. till the time it is able to sustain, that is when it gets born. And till that time, it is fed by the umbilical cord. Right? So you can be audacious enough, you can be disruptive enough if you've got an umbilical cord which supplies you food. Atul Puri e-growth can deliver e-growth only till the time I have got my PF which sustains my living. The day my PF goes out, I will not be there on this call. Or till the time Lokesh's personal business is running, only till then he can have an FBA which is serving others. So there's a very awesome saying which says, Bhukhe pet bhajan na hoye gopala. Right? So if my stomach is not well fed, I cannot do service to anybody. Lokesh, is this in line with what you were saying?
बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो सर, बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो.
Amazing. ठीक है जी. और हम यहाँ पर जो है साधु संत नहीं खड़े कर रहे हैं, हम बात कर रहे हैं धंधे की, हम कर रहे हैं बिजनेस की.
और ये अतुल जी, क्योंकि आपने पूछा, ये इस जो स्लाइड है जिसमें 2 सर्कल हैं, आई थॉट वी कैन ऐड वन मोर सर्कल, एंड दैट शुड बी द पेइंग कस्टमर. Unless you have a paying customer, whether you are efficient or you have systems, that will not be enough.
Amazing. So if I say the customer is a part of the system,
I think that can be external to the system.
Fine. See, here the idea is to keep it as simple. These are not even 3 circles. There are only 2 circles.
External, internal means a stakeholder. It could be outsider or insider.
Yeah. So
customer is stakeholder.
These are only 2 circles. And in that circle, if our business is efficient enough, if our systems are in place, only then there is a possibility of making profit. Otherwise, no profit. अब सिस्टम का मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. आप में से कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने आज तक मूंगफली खाई है, सिंगदाना खाया है? सभी ने खाया ना? Do you know what is the measure that a मूंगफली वाला uses to give you मूंगफली? He also measures. Amazing, isn't it? मूंगफली में क्या measure करने वाली चीज है? What is the measure he uses? बताएं.
The taste of मूंगफली मतलब थोड़ी गर्म.
No. So अगर वो
राजू,
अगर वो छिली हुई मूंगफली है, तो वो दारू की जो बोतल होती है उसका ढक्कन इस्तेमाल करता है आपको दाने देने के लिए. देखा आपने कभी? और अगर वो छिलके वाली है, राइट, तो वो चाय का ग्लास यूज करता है. चाय का ग्लास, वो कांच वाला, और फिर उसको वो लिफाफे में डालकर देता है. So once he settles it for himself that 1 kg of मूंगफली gives him so many glasses and 1 glass costs this much, then he has a broad idea. So that is the system. And that is also the efficiency. Can I have some inputs on this statement? हाँ जी, कुछ नहीं, great है.
Yeah.
Right. So see, just look at simple things around you. हम जो हैं, we can make any situation complex. But when we are trying to make things simple, that is where the effort goes. All right. Let's move on. 10 ways how profitability goes for a toss. Let us hear something. Profitability हमारी घुस कैसे जाती है? Profitability खत्म कैसे हो जाती है? Can we have some inputs, please? We'll spend around maybe 2 to 3 minutes on this before I share my piece.
एक तो है जब हमारे खर्चे ज्यादा हो जाते हैं.
हाँ जी.
when cost is high,
हाँ जी,
the profitability goes for a toss.
amazing.
When your time is not managed efficiently, productivity is not there. That also goes for a toss.
Right. So profitability, so productivity and cost. Lokesh, आपने हाथ उठाया.
When you lose a focus
Lose
to
your
the ultimate
focus.
aim.
Right. Lose your focus. What else?
When you're doing business only as an emotion.
Amazing. Emotion. Yes. Emotion is actually counterproductive.
Yes, a lot of people are doing business ki emotionally attached.
मेरे दिल से पूछो. All right. What else? Anything else?
I think when you fail to evaluate your hidden costs.
Fail to. Okay. So fail to evaluate your hidden costs is the second level of maturity. The first level of maturity is we fail to even look at the visible
Actual cost. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we are so naive.
See,
Hanji.
one thing that happens is I think our cost of non-conformance is high. When we don't conform to the systems, when we have to keep on repeating the same thing over and over again, your profitability goes for a toss when it could have been done the first time.
Fantastic.
So
What else?
I would add to it, keeping a structure.
Absolutely. All right. So if we continue with this conversation, this itself is a full day topic and we will not get bored. But since we are scheduled, so let us see. The first thing is unit economics not worked out. So like Shefali was saying, she was talking about the invisible costs. I am saying even the visible costs, we don't know. Means हमारा मूंगफली बेचने वाले को ये पता है कि जी वो एक ग्लास मूंगफली या एक सिंगल सर्विंग जो है, how much it costs him. I and you don't know how much 1 hour of my consulting costs. Amazing, right? अगर अमेजिंग है तो एक थम्स अप का निशान भेजो. मुझे प्यास लग रही है. Show me the thunder. Next is unit economics not tracked. So we may have got the unit economics, but we are not tracking it on everyday basis. Third piece. This is again one of the CA kind of terms, COGS, cost of goods sold. कोई इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा प्रकाश डालेंगे? What is cost of goods sold?
This cost of goods sold is the input, cost of the input which are used for you to produce something which you will be selling.
Amazing. So these are basically the input costs. So again, coming back to the Mungfi wala, the peanut seller, he knows what is the cost of that one unit that is selling, whether it is one glass or it is one cap full, right? Next is time overrun. Somebody spoke about time overrun. Let me get some inputs. What is the meaning of time overrun and how does that impact profitability? Haji, time overrun.
Time overrun is when you take more time than planned actually, or the deadline. So that means your project or whatever activity you are doing has taken more time and you have not delivered in time, and hence you have wasted the opportunity or even your commitment to the customer. So there are a lot of disadvantages.
Fine. So how does that impact profitability?
Yeah, because you can be penalized. There is a liquidated damages. There is a penalty for late delivery kind of thing.
Fine. That is the penalty piece. How does time overrun impact?
See, Atul, you said.
Yes.
Atul, what I believe you said is profitability is, the amount of, it is related to time. It is directly related to time, which is the most expensive resource that we have. So every time you exceed and every time you're not able to keep the time limit in mind, of course, it means your profitability is coming down because it's related to time.
I got it. So I want to deepen this piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atul, if I may add.
Yeah, please do that.
Suppose now you had something where you had decided that it'll be 3 months, it'll be over. Now that takes 5 months. For the additional 2 months, you're paying for the, paying not only for the idea, you're paying for the manpower, you're paying for the other resources, everything goes into the cost. So you had thought the cost would be X. Let's take, for example, classic, what is happening now, the COVID situation. There will be a lot of force majeure clause which will come in. In the COVID, people, if they have delayed, it was never expected. Time has gone out. Cost of producing the same thing will be much, much more now than what it was. So every time you overrun, the additional cost comes into play. Your raw materials, your labor, and everything will come into play. And even if, suppose, in that 3 months, you thought that you will buy goods after 2 months, but actually you are having to buy the raw materials after 4 months, the price of raw materials might have also gone up. So that is also something which adds to the
Sir, I will intervene here.
Amazing.
Maybe the product is irrelevant.
Where?
After 6 months.
Yes, absolutely.
That could also be. That absolutely.
That is the biggest profitability challenge today. All those of you who feel that you will be in the same business, the same product, the same customer will come, please relook at your thinking. He may disappear by the time the product comes. That's the biggest challenge today. And most of you business owners are not thinking that your product will become irrelevant 6 months from now because there's going to be a drastic shift. I reiterate, 30% of businesses will fall. And are you in that line? Look at it. Forget about profitability. First of all, get your money back, and your energy today is your money that you have in hand. That's important. So keep your cash. That's your oxygen for staying alive. Survival is the next 90-minute game. If you can survive the 90 minutes, keep your team around, keep all the resources together, and keep your customers alive, you will survive.
Fantastic. Thank you, Harishji. So let me just add to, so thanks for so valuable inputs. All right. Just look at it. Suppose you had considered that one job will take 5 hours. If you deliver that job in 7 hours, the additional 2 hours, you are still paying the labor who's delivering that job, but you have not factored that into the cost for delivering it to the customer. The customer will still pay you for 5 hours. Suppose the customer is paying you 100 rupees and 50 rupees is your cost for labor for 5 hours. For 7 hours, your cost of labor itself has gone to 70 rupees. So these 20 rupees you had not factored. That is where the loss lies. One piece. Second piece, there is an opportunity lost. In those additional 2 hours, had you completed this job, you could have used those 2 hours to scout for more and new business, which is another loss, which is the classic apple seed loss. If you have not planted an apple seed, you will not get a tree. So that loss you will see after a number of years. All right. So this is time overrun. Next one is cost of finance. Somebody was talking about the cost of finance. So when you have to, when you are working on borrowed money, if you don't return the money in time, for the additional money, you still keep on paying the interest to the bank. That is something which is not evident, which is not visible to you on your day-to-day transactions. But that is where the profitability goes for a toss. Bench time. What is bench time? Anybody would like to give me what is bench time? Maybe Shefali would know this.
Resources sitting idle.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Bench time is when the product is not moving ideally the way it should be. It is ready to be delivered, but not yet delivered.
Amazing. So Rajesh ji, you want to say something?
Yeah. One thing which I think we are also not looking at is that, let's say 3 months ke bajay 6 months ho gaya. Your manpower is sitting working on the same project, finance, cost of finance, etc. But we are not able to engage ourselves with another opportunity. loss of opportunity is something which is a thing we need to factor.
Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. So bench time का मैं आपको सबसे classic example देता हूँ. Have you ever seen the auto rickshaws or cabs or cycle rickshaws? So these are the people who are supposed to wait in certain bays. So typically outside your society, there will be a place where the rickshaw walas queue up. So one rickshaw wala will come and queue up and maybe be there for around half an hour before it gets the next customer. So that half an hour that he is standing there and whiling away his time, that is the bench time. And this bench time happens for you, happens for me, happens for everybody. We don't factor that in. That is where the profitability goes for a toss. Fourth one is the fixed cost. We keep on increasing the fixed costs of our business. We want to have plush offices and different things. If we are able to contain those, our profitability increases. Next is operational costs or variable costs. And right now we are in the COVID days. Give me one person who's listening to this call or this meeting who had accounted for something like COVID lockdown. This is called accounting for the rainy day. Did you have a budget set aside for something like this? No, right? And the last one is operating in emergency. This is a standard trait. So there is a poster from Archies which says, if it wasn't for the last moment, lot many things would remain undone. If I've got to give a presentation today morning, 10 o'clock, 10:05 my presentation will get ready. It will not get ready at 10 o'clock previous night. So I want some inputs on or some conversation on operating in emergency or in urgency. This is the biggest killer for our profitability.
Hello.
Hanji. Yeah, Vijay bhai.
सुना है there is a Murphy's laws for everything. मुझे डिटेल में मालूम लेकिन I think lot of people who are
तो बन आप शुरू करो, कोई ना कोई मर्फी को निकाल के लाएगा अभी.
एक तो आप मर्फी वाले मुन्ना, एक तो आप ही हो.
हाँ.
There is a Murphy law that something will go wrong when you start anything, no? Do anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. अभी मैं गूगल पे ढूंढ के निकालता हूँ. अब जरा आगे रखिए.
ठीक है. Anybody else?
Atul ji, isme instead of Murphy law, there is another law that is called Peter's principle. Peter's principle says your assignment will be over only after the given time is over. It can never be done before.
Okay. Fantastic. What else?
Can I speak something on this?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so sometimes I feel that yes, as you well said, that a lot of things get accomplished at the last hour, last minute, last second, just before we have to deliver. But within this, I also sometimes see that there is a lot of focus then, because it's not good every time, but then sometimes, you get out the creativity. So as well said by a lot of people, creativity under the gun. So the focus is much more, and I feel sometimes there is something new which you create during these times also. So I look at it from a positive angle as well. But then, of course, being disorganized is a different aspect, but then coming out with something which is new under the gun, when you have something which is as a pressure on you, something new also comes out.
Definitely. So that new has a qualitative angle to it, not the quantitative angle to it.
Yes.
Right? And so while we're talking about creativity under the gun, there is also something called as the burnout rate. the burnout, right? We've had many people who have actually died because of burnout. Many families don't ever get their men because of burnout. Many kids don't get their mother because of burnout. Right? So much remains to be done because of the burnout. And everybody is not designed, or rather human beings are not designed to operate in emergency or urgency. We do operate at times, but that is not how we're designed. Right?
Atul, there has to be plan A, plan B, plan C.
तो जैसे ही आपने प्लान ए, प्लान बी, इसीलिए तो हमने नाम रखा था ना ABC ऑफ प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी. ए से प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी नहीं आई, बी से आएगी, बी से नहीं आई तो सी से आएगी.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. And the moment we say there's a plan A, plan B, plan C, there is never a plan called E. There is never a plan called emergency. Emergency, you're always pushed into it. Right? वैसे तो we can have plans A to Z. In armed forces, they have up to 14 plans, 1-4. And they always say that it is the 15th plan which works.
And today, it's planned now, every day.
Absolutely. So now, against all these 10 points that I've just highlighted here, there is only one thing that works. And that is this. God is in the details. So now if you refer to everything what is written on the left, it is all about details. When you're talking about unit economics, it is about the details of your business. When we're talking about cost of goods sold, it is about the details of your business. Time overrun, it is about details. How much time goes into that business? Cost of finance. So man, money, machine, method, material. These are the 5 resources that you have. Unless you look at all the 5 impacts, your business is not complete. If you agree to this, give me a thumbs up. Because I'm not in front of you, I don't know, you might be eating parathas. I have not had parathas since the morning. I've just had a cup of tea. So show me the parathas. I mean, give me a thumbs up or some message. Great or something like that. Or God is great. Let us have that answer here. Put in the chat box, God is great. Fantastic. 2 thumbs up. God is great. 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So I'm not here to give a sermon to you. I'm nobody to direct you how to do business. This is something you might want to take to your life. Okay. Let's move on. How do we make profit? So how do we make profit? Let us have some conversation on this.
Yeah, like you showed the diagram, you should have a system, you should have a efficiency, and you should have customers who pay to you.
Fantastic. Great. What else?
Atul, I can share from my company's experience. You see, 2 years ago when we decided to go virtual, there were multiple reasons. People said that when you go virtual, people start working on the cloud from home.
Yeah.
You know, the productivity goes down, etc. But you know, that year we doubled our turnover.
Right.
And profitability. Why? Because our costs were reduced. As on date, my only cost is to pay salary, the cost of the ERP, or you know, the database management system that I have, and you know, my communication system.
Right.
There are almost zero overheads other than this. I mean, it increased my productivity and profitability.
Yeah. So what if I say that ERP is one of your employees, communication is one of your employees?
Absolutely.
Amazing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And another invisible thing that you have brought in is called trust.
Yes.
If you are running a virtual enterprise, the spine of that business is trust. If you are somebody who's finicky, every morning 9 o'clock you want to have a video call with the person, ki, where are you? Afternoon 12 o'clock you want to have a call with him, whether he's having an afternoon siesta or not, then your business will never make money.
No, also because I was burning out, Atul. What I did actually was I just created systems and I made them answerable for their own actions. That's it.
Fantastic. Awesome. So let's have a big round of applause for Shefali.
Okay.
Fantastic.
डिस्कनेक्ट कर दो आप.
किसको डिस्कनेक्ट कर दें हम?
बाद में कर दूंगी ना.
ठीक है. This exactly proves, Atul, that when you create a structure, the what Shefali did, then the accountability automatically will come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, जब तक आप बच्चे को हाथ पकड़कर चलाओगे ना, वो आपका हाथ खोजता रहेगा.
Exactly.
जिस दिन आप उसको उसके हाल पे छोड़ दोगे, वो आपको साथ में लेकर चल देगा.
मैं अतुल आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देती हूँ. I mean it exactly came from how children behave in the morning when they have to go to school. जब तक आप उनको जगाते रहोगे, उनको लगेगा माँ बाप के लिए स्कूल जाना है. जब वो क्लासेस मिस करेंगे, डांट पड़ेगी, they'll handle it themselves. So what I did with my team was, if they are making a mistake because of being careless, they have to face the client. I will be there. So there is a three-way conversation that happens. I'm there, as well. But I don't protect them. They have to be embarrassed. They have to face the embarrassment and they have to face the music for their action. And I don't hesitate.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll add to it, Atul.
Yeah, please.
In our orientation with the staff, or even the new team which we have at the FBA for BTS, we teach them the difference between reason and excuse.
Right.
Reason is that you're coming back yourself, telling us the problem is there, I cannot operate because of this and that. Before you are asked for it, is the reason.
Right.
If you're asked for it, it is an excuse, and that will be a negative comment on you.
Awesome. Great. So here we go. So to make profit, increase sales or increase number of transactions. Increase the margin, which is reduce wastage. And contain costs, which is increase efficiency. Right? So this is how it looks like. Profitability, sales go upwards, margins go upwards, costs go downwards. So we'll spend 1 minute on this. If there is somebody who wants to say something else, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Just one point is, I think it's fantastic. Only thing is sometimes profitability also goes up, though your cost is up, but your returns are higher. Like take for example, I invest in e-growth, my cost goes up, but if my returns are higher, that's also profitability compared to the cost.
So if do the returns get covered in the margin?
Okay.
No, do the returns get covered in the margin?
Yeah, no, the returns will get covered it will be covered in the margin, but when you talk about profitability, you increase sales, fine. The methods which is increase sales, which will increase your margin, but it also is an element where you increase cost, but you increase the sales, the percentage of sales, the returns that you get from sales will be compared to the cost. Both are high, have gone up, but one has gone up higher than that.
Yeah, great. Yeah, fantastic. Anybody else? Fantastic. Let's move on. Are you interested in knowing 5 actions to increase profitability?
Yep.
Fantastic. These actions don't come from Harvard. They don't come from IIT. They don't come from any school. They come from Atul Puri. Build a performance-driven organization. So what Lokesh was just saying, what Shefali was just saying, build a performance-driven organization. Let's see further on it. It's document what you say, do what the document says, and measure what you do. Does that make sense? Let's have some thumbs ups. So all what you need to do to have a performance driven organization is document what you say. Anything what you say has to be documented. Do what the document says and measure what you do. The biggest example for this is any government organizations. Have you ever thought, how does the government infrastructure, how does the government machinery work?
IoT domain.
We are not able to manage 2, 3, 5, 10 employees. Government is the largest employer. They may be lousy at so many things, but still that machinery works. You still get water supply, you still get electricity supply, railways still functions, airlines still function, roads are still there. They've got lakhs and lakhs of people who are working for them. This happens by these 3 line items only. Whatsoever the government says is documented. So the moment they say that it is a lockdown, they come to you with a document. What does lockdown mean? The moment they say that there are green, red, orange zones, they come to you with a document. What does a green, red, orange mean? Which are the areas which are green, orange, red? Right? And do what the document says. So if your area is red, it is red, over, next. And then they also measure. Amazing, isn't it? If that is one thing what you can learn from the government, I think your business will be on the growth track already. Second piece is categorize your customers. I had this conversation with a couple of people in the last week. The first set of people, the A people, are the people who give you business, who give you money, and who also give you references. So who also help you improve or grow your business. The second set of people are who give you business and also give you money. Third set of people are who don't give you much business but are okay with money. Fourth set of people, they give you business, but they don't give you money. Or they give you money after a lot of follow-up. They are the D category people. And then we have the E category people. They don't give you business and don't give you money. So let me hear from you. How many of you spend your time on E category people? Let's have some answers in the chat box.
Yeah.
Anji.
Yes, Atulji, you are right. Actually, these days and before, even before Corona, my business actually, I deal only with BSNL, that is a government PSU, is totally dependent on them actually. And they are the guys who are not paying anything for last 6 months for various reasons. And that is taking away most of my time and energy, and also some of the energy of our commercial team.
Amazing, right? So I don't know who said this, but he said that your best resources should go to where the opportunity is. Don't ever send your best resources to where the problem is. You're burning out your good resources.
Atul, the perfect example is people watching content. Atul.
So yeah, Lokesh, you complete and then we'll listen to Satyaj also.
Yeah, the perfect example which you given today is that a lot of people have actually only watched the news and Facebook and what's happening around the world, but they did not get a value. What can I do at this hour? What should I do?
Definitely. So today we're in the 41st day of lockdown, and in none of these days we've discussed Corona aaj kahan pahuncha hai.
Exactly.
So I don't know what is Corona. Hanji, Satya ji, you were saying something.
Yeah, though I was just telling, if I send my best people to the simpler or easy comfort zone, that how I'll handle the problem area.
Right. Okay. So now let's move further. Engage strategically. Invest in the A category people or businesses or customers. Nurture the B category. When I'm saying nurture, help them go to A category, evolve into A category. Nurture C category also. Okay. I mean, if he does not have business, he's still good with money, right? Help him grow his business. You will get more money. Distance yourself from the D category people. They may have good business and you may be, there is this Alpenleby ad, Jeeb Laplapai. So every time you see an Alpenleby, you get tempted. But what you should actually be doing is start distancing yourself from them. Because how much ever business grows for them, you will not get money out of it. And this is the stage where you don't have to get into emotions. Emotions and business don't have anything to do with each other. I mean, it has, but it still does not have. E, no money, no business, drop. Does that make sense?
I don't agree to drop.
Okay.
You can still have business to be run when people have no money and no business. You can create a team from them. I would say the perfect example would be the volunteers which we are now creating. There are people who are coming, I don't have money, I don't have business, what can I do? So we are giving them an opportunity to volunteer so that in the 3 months time they get a direction of how to get money, where to get a motivation to do something, whether a job or a business. So I would say 10% as per my belief.
Fair
Don't
enough.
ignore them.
Fair enough. So E, retool them.
Retool them, yes.
Okay, retooling. So I stand corrected. Next, anybody else?
As I mentioned, my main customer is D category, and I have no option to distance them actually, because then I'll have to close down the business. So I have to find some way of getting my money from them.
So Satya ji, I don't know your business and I don't want to be a prophet here, but I will say it is time that you started looking for some other business. Doesn't make sense.
Oh, that is basically diversification or sort
Absolutely. Right.
Okay, but that will take a lot of time actually. I have already invested a lot in this customer and in delivering the service. Only issue is my money is not coming.
So I can connect to him one-to-one after the meeting to suggest some ways.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you, Sab. Can I know your name, Sab?
Lokesh Parashar, and you can get my number from Atul. I will also post it in the chat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We should connect.
Great. Okay.
Atul, I have something to say.
Yeah, please.
Last time I was one of the people you had a discussion about,
yes.
Categorizing your clients. So I did that. And I realized that there are a lot of my B and C category clients who actually keep shifting. See, my business is recruitment. Maybe it also depends upon the business of the model of the business that you are in.
Right.
So I saw that there are a few clients of mine who actually are a D category, but they have been B and C at times.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think just to build on what Shafari is saying, Madam, I think that's a very valid point. I think it's a question of you do have shifts, and sometimes maybe it's the temporary. Let's take for example a D category.
So we are at 11 o'clock. Can I ask for an extension for another 15 minutes?
I think that's okay.
Yeah, thanks. Haji.
Yeah. So what I was saying, sorry, somebody else was saying something.
No, you carry on, Arjun.
Okay. What I was saying is sometimes it's also a question of the timings, right? A customer at one particular category need not be at the same category, right? So I think what you said is very right. You keep on reevaluate. You have to validate all these whether they're correct or not. And I personally feel D is a very important category. They might be having business, maybe they know, but they have a fantastic inclination. Why drop such customers? I think it's very necessary to also not exactly distance. Maybe you don't give that much of effort, but I think we should not give a distance to business. Yes, that means they have the business acumen. They are interested in doing business with you. But presently, for some time, I've got stuck because of money. So that is a category. Whether we distance or not will depend on the individual that you are interacting with. That's my take. Of course.
So will categorizing the client basis their intent, how genuine they are?
Exactly.
Should we also be looking at that?
Yes, I think Shivali, that's exactly. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, my first name. But I think that's exactly what it is there. The intent is, if the intent is to pay money, intent is to do business. Intent is, I might not have money, but I can give you a lot of references. I might fall in D, but I give you a lot of references. So in that case, will you drop?
Exactly, the category D also works in the same form.
Exactly. So I think, but this is.
I would like to say 2 minutes on this.
Yeah. So let Arjun.
When you start a business,
so let
you
Arjun
look at,
just complete the conversation, and then Harishji will come to you.
Yeah.
Arjun. Yeah. Arjun.
No, I just said what I wanted.
Okay,
I think.
done. Okay, Harishji, yeah, please.
For me, A is awesome, B is basic, C is can do without, and D is dead. First of all, when you are in business, you need to look at your A 24/7. Why do you do business with B and C? Because you need to grow. And the moment you communicate, you find out that they're moving from B to C and C to D. You have all the time to focus on bringing them back or drop them then, so that you can focus on growing your A. There lies your profit. Your repeat business is your profit, not chasing those people and getting nothing. And once you value your time, you look at profitability from that position. Today, people move from C to D. I don't look at DE at all, because you come to know where is he moving despite your constant communication. So you should stop at C rather than go to D and E. My focus here is focus on A and B so that B can become A and not permit him to go down the C lane. And I must share with you, it's all about communication.
Fantastic. Can you please repeat the ABCD once again? Absolute.
A stands for awesome.
Awesome, okay.
B stands for basic.
Okay.
C stands for can do without.
Okay.
And D is dead.
Fantastic. Got it. So for everybody's reference, Mr. Harish, he is an action coach. He's been a banker for a pretty long time in his life. And after that, he is a business coach right now. And he's trained in multiple different modalities. That is from where his knowledge and his experience comes. He was a speaker once earlier. So Harishji, thanks for sharing these gems with us.
Pleasure.
Yeah. So for everybody, see.
These are not watertight. Absolutely.
One is these are not watertight. Second is I'll say a very politically incorrect statement. Okay. One, everybody has opinions. And opinions are like backsides. Everybody has one and it stinks. But that is not something what should keep us away from that. We must definitely listen to it. Like I listen to each one of you. And one valid point which I got is that when we categorize, we should not only look at whether they pay money or not, we should also look at their intent. Right. So business, money, and intent, I think 3 parameters we use, that should be awesome. Right. Let's move further. to increase your profitability, you must go up the value chain. And the fifth one is work on the business, not within. This is Harish ji's favorite line. So, all right. Next, let us give a case study. Okay, so the case study I have taken my own. FBA, yeah. Lokesh, you want to say something? Lokesh, you need to unmute yourself.
I wanted to add on the last what Hariji said, and somebody corrected him as well, that this is I would say dynamic rule. So we somebody says only focus on A, B, C, depending on what is your business and what your target is, and somebody can also go to E. That's the only thing.
See, all that is fine. One thing what all of us must evaluate is what is the kind of bandwidth that we have. Okay, please be present to it that D and E will definitely eat into your bandwidth. Okay, even if you are talking about retooling the E category people, okay, even if you take them in as interns, you have to spend time with them so that they are able to deliver. If you have enough time, do that. All right, it's purely how do you leverage your time? All right, case study, e-growth.
That's where your structure works in. If you have a structure and you can just fill them in, and they will be creating values.
Absolutely. So we spoke about the efficiency and the system and the profit coming in between. Now, if you don't have a system, it will collapse. Right? So e-growth, I spoke, the first thing is performance-driven organization. We have a process manual for inner circle, and that is how we're driving the inner circle. Sanjeev ji, he would be able to say more on this. All right. Next piece is categorize your customers. So by the manner in which we've designed the e-growth platform, the A category customers are the e-growth partners. The B category customers are the inner circle members. The C category are the annual subscribers. The D category are the registered users. And the E category are free users. We've got 7 billion free users on this planet. All right. And if they choose to continue to be free users, we can't really I don't have all the time to go and work with them. If they have the intent, they'll at least become registered users. They may have challenges with money and everything. Being a registered user, I'm not asking for a kidney and the liver. So for example, on this call, we have had 1,200 people. And we are asking for just 200 rupees for participating in this one talk. Till date, only 2 people have paid that 200 rupees. Now, that gives me an indication what is the kind of relationship I should build with this person. If he or she is not even ready to part ways with 200 rupees, you think I should give 1 hour of my time, half an hour of my time? I would not. So this is where we are using categorization in e-growth. Engage strategically. So with the partners, we co-brand, we co-create. I put my time there, my personal time there. With Federation of Buying Agents, we created, or we've been building on the celebrating womanhood thing. With Sanjeev ji, we are building.
And now the expos.
Huh?
Now the virtual exhibitions.
Yes, now the expos as well. So we're taking it to the next level. All right. With Sanjeev ji, we are building on the inner circle. With Arjun, we are talking about going to doing some other initiatives in the learning and development space. But this can happen only if there is an investment from both the sides. Next piece, go up the value chain. These CEO talks that you see today, okay, out of these 41 days, some of you have been here for more than 30 days. That is going up the value chain. This is a new line of revenue for e-growth. We have had daily talks without break. And this has resulted in growth in revenue. We have had attendance of more than 40 people, average. The funnel has grown. We've got more than 1,000 new people who have come on eGrowth because of this. And we have had 30 new subscribers in the past 1.5 months. This is what I mean by going up the value chain. So lockdown is not something that stopped us. Lockdown is something that opened us to another opportunity. Choice is yours. You look at opportunities or you look at lockdowns. And then work on the business, not within. Inner circle is on autopilot. Sanjeev ji manages it. I don't. Community is again on autopilot. Ronika manages it. I don't. CEO talks, right now we're still building it. As it standardizes, we are in the process of taking it autopilot as well. All right. So this was something from the eGrowth side, how we've been using it. And I thank all of you for being here, for having contributed to create this. All right. Now, today I've got some gifts for you. Are you ready for some gifts?
Yes.
Fantastic. So here's my bouquet of gifts for you. The first one is called Leverage in COVID Times. So this is called LIC Times. This is a program that I will be delivering on Saturday, the 16th of May. It will be a 5 hours program starting at 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock to 2 hours. 1 to 2, you have your lunch break. 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock will be the second slot. And this is how the 5 hours. And by the way, we will have the CEO call that morning, 9:30 to 10:30. So between 10:30 and 11 o'clock, I'll have breakfast and I'll be available for you guys. What will this program cover? The first thing that it will cover is the new world order. You may or may not agree. So Arjun, you got some breakfast. Wow.
No.
Sorry.
That's my son.
Your son. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Roy.
Hi. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. You got
I'm so sorry. The charger is here, so I had to disturb.
No. Your father is your charger. Don't worry. You got an awesome father.
Yeah. He's a turbocharger for our family too.
Wow. All right, great. So coming back.
See you, sir.
See you. So the program, the first piece that we'll be covering is the new world order. All of you would agree that in the past 40 days, you've come to realize that there is a new world which is out there, which was always there. We never looked at it. Second piece is the leverage paradigm. What is leverage? How is it that you can leverage? What all is there for you to leverage? All right. And the fourth piece is WIIFM. Anybody would like to share what is WIIFM?
What's in it for me?
Amazing. So this is what we will be covering. What is it in it for you, not for me? So these are the 3 things that we will cover in Leverage in COVID Times on the 16th of May. The fee is only 10,000 rupees. So how many of you would book it right now? Let's have some thumbs up, some messages. Yes, I will. Itni mehnat ki hai. Okay, no worries. Take your time. Keep thinking. Let me give you something more. Gift number 2. Gift for today. A strategic leverage breakthrough call. So I would love to spend 15 minutes with you on your business. And I will not charge you anything for that. If the call goes beyond 15 minutes, for every additional 15 minutes, I will be charging 1,000 rupees. So after this call, you can just ping me and then we can set up a time and we can have a conversation. Next piece, gift number 3. This is a book that I wrote a couple of months back. It is called Golf Mastering Business Success. This book enshrines the complete leverage model. Okay, everything goes into these 4 elements: game, opportunity, lifeline, and future. All right, the entire plan, some case studies, everything. If you book for LIC Times today, this will be free for you. I will send the soft copy for you today. All right. So at 10,000, how many of you would book for this program? Nobody. Kya yaar, itni mehnat ki, not even a single person. Let me see if there is somebody. Nobody. Okay. Let's move to the next. So this entire thing, what I've just shared with you, it is valued at 11,200 rupees, 10,000 rupees for the workshop, 1,000 rupees for the talk, for the one-to-one conversation, and 200 rupees for the book. I'm willing to give it to you at 1605 all inclusive. You know why it is 1605? Because we are having the program on 16th of May. May is the 5th month of the year. So 1605 all inclusive. Can I see some raise of hands? So Satya ji, so thank you. So you'll be giving 1605. Satya, 1. Who else?
Yes.
Who else? Let us have some more messages in the chat. Me. 1605 is also too much. Fantastic. I love this. Let me make it even sweeter. $799 for next 30 minutes. What you have to do is you have to go to this link, bit.ly/LIC Times. Sorry, LIC Times may not work. It will be, let me just change it.
Atul, I would like to give a gift for the 16th, a half-an-hour session, in case that would add value.
As of now, I'm asking for a gift. How much will you give me now?
No, in terms of my time, if that could add value to your program.
Let us talk about that in some time. Definitely we can do that. So this is the link where you have to go, bit.ly/leverage model. Okay. Next 30 minutes. And I promise you, I will not be offering this at this price after this. All right. So thanks a lot. And this is all inclusive. So there is no taxes on top of it. Okay. This is something I'm sure is something which is valuable for you. So let us hear from some of you. Who are the ones? So Satya ji, what made you consider this?
No, I wanted to learn, and I was so happy to be participating in this today. I really want to make best use of everything. And why I did not say yes earlier was these 5 hours was looking too big for me. But now I will, in 5 hours, because 1 hour is already committed, I will have to adjust something. Okay. So that is why. So I'm really looking forward. I know it is more than value for money.
Fantastic. So I have just shared the link on chat as well. You can take the link from there and go and make it. Go and make the payment. Yes. Okay. Shifali has asked to share the link. I will be happy to join. Also look forward to an half-an-hour session with Harish ji. Fantastic. Great. Anybody else? 5 hours is tough, but we'll manage. Okay, great. Who else? Okay, great. So this was about the session today. I hope you liked it. We're open for some conversations on this, and then maybe in another 2 minutes we'll wind up. So did you find value in the ABC of profitability?
Yes, please. As I have already mentioned, I'm really satisfied. It was good learning for me, lot of clarifications, and I know I will be benefiting more and more from such programs.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Anybody else?
Yeah, I found a lot of value in this. Actually, these are the things which we forget.
So Harsh, maybe you can also introduce yourself. Where are you from and what do you do?
Yeah, see, my name is Harsh Malhotra.
Yeah.
I am from Delhi only. And I have my own business for the last 25 years in the field of energy and utilities.
Wow.
And chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we tend to forget about these simple things in life and we go ahead in the normal rigmarole. But it was quite a good refresher course to understand and get into, little open discussions on this, which I'm sure will help all of us in a good way.
Thank you. So are you joining us on the 16th?
I'll just think about it because I have some other things lined up. So just let me think about it and I'll get back.
Sure. And another thing, on the 16th, as you know, we have an open session on 16th. Sorry, on 9th, the panel discussion that we are going to have, that is on sustainability. Okay. So that might be an interesting session for you. We've got some experts who are in the sustainability space, solar energy, HVAC, and others. So that might be interesting for you. So do schedule to be there on this call on Saturday, definitely. All right. Okay. Thanks, Harsh. Okay. Anybody else who would like to introduce himself and share something with the program? So far, yeah.
Yes, I would like to.
Yeah, please. Yeah, Shifali.
My name is Shifali. I represent Career Journey Consulting. We are recruiters for the domain of lifestyle and textiles based out of New Delhi. Atul, I'm a firm believer that there is no set way to success. And I'm also a firm believer that as the times change, so should the rules. So what is happening is whenever you are a part of a session where there are multiple people coming up with their experiences, their views, and then there is somebody who's helping us pivot it, it is extremely helpful and is full of learning. That is the key to growth, that you change yourself with the times.
Fantastic.
So that has been my learning.
Great. Thank you. And see you on the 16th.
Yes, I'll be there.
Great. Thanks. Anybody else? So Arjun, would you like to introduce yourself? So let's have a small introduction, maybe 15-20 seconds each, and then we'll complete.
Okay, thanks Atul. Thanks everyone. It was a pleasure again to be on this program. My name is Arjun Roy. I'm based at Gurgaon. I'm an independent coach and consultant, having corporate experience of more than 35 years. Worked in organizations like Bata, HCL, Chorus, and Xerox India. I was declared, I was in sales first and then into training. I got gold medal for being the best in sales. Also got the gold medal for being the best in training, not only for Xerox India, but for Xerox International Group. I had the pleasure of taking sessions, not only in India, but at Johannesburg, Nigeria, Dubai, etc., and other countries. I'm certified.
What is the next program that you're introducing?
I'm having a program which is objection handling, negotiation and objection handling, which I think is a main focus area. So negotiation and objection handling starting on the 12th of May.
Fantastic.
That'll be for five hours, broken up into right. five sessions of 40 minutes.
And are you joining us on the 16th?
Yeah, most probably.
Fantastic, great. Satya ji, aapka introduction rahe gaya. Please complete kar dein.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Satya Gupta. I'm running a startup called Blue Town India, which is connecting the unconnected. We are working in rural area in partnership with government, BSNL, and connecting the rural people to the internet by setting up Wi-Fi hotspots. I've already done in 5,000 villages of Jharkhand, Bihar, and Assam. And
Wow.
my background is I was with government for 25 years. Then I worked in corporate for last 5 years. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm running some other startup, also small one, but this is my main one. And as you would have understood, I'm struggling with my payments from BSNL, which is the fate of most of the BSNL suppliers actually.
BSNL is struggling for payment from most of us. All right, great. So somebody has just paid. I've got the message. So thanks a lot for the person who's just paid. Really appreciate. Okay. The sound of money coming into your account is awesome. All right. Next one is Vijayji. If you can please introduce a quick introduction.
Yeah, good morning. Vijay Shah from the Insurance Auditor. I'm a business insurance consultant. And as per the latest Ministry of Home Affairs notifications, all business establishments must insure their employees for Mediclaim. It's a mandatory before you open your shutters. Thank you very much. Do contact us for the more information.
Yeah, thank you. Harish ji. Harish Mehta?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Please.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Harish Mehta. I'm an influencer, communicator, and today, for the last 42 days, involved in moving the mindsets of people from scarcity to abundance as a mentor, as a coach, as a leadership, business, and personal coach, helping them to realign their mindsets and move to thrive post-COVID times. So today it's survive in the next 90 days and then thrive post 90 days. That's my mission. And I'm helping business owners, leaders, individuals, professionals in this job today.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you. Jagdish, I think you just joined now. So if you can please introduce yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Atul, this is Jagdish.
Yeah.
I'm a business coach and mentor for MSME and startups.
Wow.
So I want to learn more. And I want to engage you also to our people also.
Fantastic. Which city are you from?
I am from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Great.
Please message me your number also.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know only very little Telugu, and that is Chalani Neeru.
No issues. I will be there now to support you.
All right. Great.
Go. I will do.
Great. Jyoti Jain.
Yes, good morning to all and thank you अतुल. मैंने आज बहुत कुछ सीखा जो मेरी एक्चुअली फोटे नहीं थी, मुझे नहीं पता था ये सब एंड बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत सारी नॉलेज गेन की. एंड आई एम ज्योति, आई एम दिल्ली बेस्ड, आई एम अ डिजिटल मार्केटर. थैंक्स.
वेलकम. Manish Kumar.
Yeah, hi everyone. Myself Manish. My profession I'm chartered accountant. And I'm providing tax and business consultancy to you from Delhi. Thank you.
Fantastic. Rajesh Budraja. Okay, so one thing. Jyoti is going to be our speaker for tomorrow. She's going to be speaking on how to create 10x growth in your business. So tomorrow morning, Jyoti is the person who's going to be speaking. Yeah, great. Thanks. Who else? Shifali, you introduce yourself, right? Sanjeev ji. Sanjeev ji, please introduce yourself.
His chair is there.
Yes, his chair is there.
I am also there, but I am attending call. I'll come back to you.
No, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, so Shifali, please introduce yourself.
All right, so I will reintroduce myself. I'm Shifali Tripathi. I represent Career GD Consulting. We are experts of the domain in recruitments for lifestyle and textile. But after attending many sessions from Atul, I'm planning for diversification. Now open to providing recruitment services at mid and top management level in all sectors.
Fantastic. Awesome. And by the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Atul Puri. I am a business development professional. I work on simplifying things, and wherever, whatsoever I see around myself, I try to simplify that. E-growth has been one of those initiatives. The leverage model is one of those initiatives. The e-growth framework is one of those. The CEO talks again are one of those. So wherever, whatsoever you're doing, and you think that you're not able to simplify that, you got to go to only one person. His name is Atul Puri. You don't have another Atul Puri on this planet. That's me. Anji, Sanjeev ji, are you back?
Yes, I am back.
Aajo, sir. Fatafat. So you have the last word today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sanjeev Ahuja. I'm an Apple solution expert for the last 31 years. We are dealing in iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, MacBook Pros. Anything you require on that, or you require any services, we are there for you. I have a battery of engineers. We are not only doing day-to-day services, we are also into annual maintenance contracts. And for our Apple customers, we are also doing HP, Lenovo, and other things. Plus, we are into IT solutions, whatever you require it, whether it's cloud solutions, whether other solutions. Thank you.
Fantastic. Are you going to be there on the 16th?
Yes, definitely I'll be there.
Fantastic. Rajesh, did you introduce yourself? Rajesh Budraja. He doesn't seem to be around. Okay, guys. So thanks a lot. It's been an awesome and super extended session today. Let's meet tomorrow morning with another awesome conversation by Jyoti ji. That will be on 10x growth in your business. And let's keep rocking.
Thank
you. Thanks, Atul.